God has cursed me to see what life should be like. If God wanted me to be this person and be happy here, he wouldn't let me feel so oppressed. He wouldn't let me feel so trampled. What I want people to know is that don't support the phonies. Support the real. You know what I mean? How can these people be talking about how they so real and they don't care about our communities? How can they be talking about what they, all this, you know, the hood, blah, 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 blah. They don't care about our communities. You know what I mean? Listen to the words that people say in their lyrics and tell me if that's some real, if that's real to you. You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game and listen to what I'm saying and hold us accountable for it. A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. The reason I sell 6 million records, the reason I could go to jail and come out without a scratch, the reason I can walk around, the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul. So I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learned. I was loving that somebody came and said, Tupac, you were a great actor, you know, you did a great part. So now I want to, you know, do that even more and do other parts. I want to do better parts. Like, I want to Terminator 2 role or something different so people can really see. No, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants.
Have you seen some of these goddamn churches lately? It's ones that take up the whole block in New York. It's homeless people out here. Why ain't God letting them stay there? Why these niggas got gold ceilings and shit? Why God need gold ceilings to talk to me? Why do God need colored windows to talk to me? Why God can't come where I'm at, where he sent me? If God wanted to talk to me in a pretty spot like that, why the hell he sent me here then?
When you're born, usually you're born into a dynasty or an empire, right? You're born like as a junior or, you know, following in your father's footsteps. You always told your father he did this, or your father, or your grandfather he did this, or we got this, or the family heirlooms. There's none of that in the outer city. I call it the outer city because we left out. There's no nothing. We don't get any family heirlooms, the family crest, all that stuff that you would think is so important was meaningless. I feel as though I'm cheated because instead of me fulfilling my prophecy, I have to start one. Instead of me, you know, doing a good job and carrying on the empire, I have to build one. And that's a hell of a job for a 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a job for any youngster, male or female, to have to build an empire. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, especially when the odds is that, you know that somebody else who lives in the inner city, the real inner city, suburbia, who, when he's born, 16, he gets a car, automatic. You know, there's money in the bank for college, you know, it's Christmas, go to vacation somewhere. Our vacations was down the street, across town, grandma's house. Like, it's like, you got a friend that you don't never look out for. You know, you dressed up in jewels. Now Americans got jewels and they paid and everything and they lending money to everybody except us. And it's like, you know, everybody need a little help on their way to being, you know, self-reliant. If this is truly a melting pot in the country where we care about it and Lady Liberty got a hand like this, she really loves us, then we really need to be like that. And it needs to be the black kids, and if there's a white person who got money, then you need to help them. You need to help black kids, Mexican kids, Korean kids, whatever. But it needs to be real. And it needs to be before we all die, and then you say, oh, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks. It's going to be too late. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you got to pay your own karma.
Reagan lived in the White House, which has a lot of rooms, and there'd be homelessness. And he's talking about helping homelessness. This is what I mean about practicality. All right, if there's someone homeless in Washington, D.C., if there's homelessness, and he has the White House, which has 1,000 rooms, why can't he take some of them people off the street and put them in his White House? Because he doesn't want to get dirty. The White House would be a little tainted, and when his rich people from Jamaica and everything comes to see him, they'll be, oh, these people, you know, and that's dumb.
It's just when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is when you sleep, the last thing you see is all the fucked up things you did in your life. And you just see it over and over again. Because you don't burn. Because if that's the case, it's hell on earth. Because bullets burn. You know what I mean? It's people that got burnt in fires. That means they went to hell already. You know what I mean? All that is here. So what else? What do you got there that we ain't seen here?
What, you gonna walk around aimlessly, the zombie? Nigga, that's here. You ain't been on the streets lately? You know what I mean? What heaven is now. Look, we sitting up here, live big screen. It's heaven for the moment. You know what I mean? Hell is jail. I seen that one.
This world is such a and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush.
If God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's the norm. So I would have to change the world, or I have to be changed by the world.
Stop being cowards and let's have a revolution. But we don't want to do that. Dudes just want to live a character. They want to be cartoons. If they really wanted to do something, they was that tough. All right, let's start our own country. Let's start a revolution. Let's get out of here. Let's do something. But they don't want to do that. They want to pimp our communities and portray this image that they know we all can't survive and make it. And that's what I saw. I say Americans, people think I'm talking about Uncle Sam. I mean like actually Uncle Sam with the gray hair and the flag. I mean you. The guy, you know, you, the mechanic, wherever, you. I mean, you need to do something. You need to check yourself.
And I feel like if you walk by a street and you was walking on concrete and you saw roads growing out of concrete, even if it had messed up petals and it was a little, you know, to the side, you would marvel at just seeing roads grow through concrete. So why is it that when you see some ghetto kid grow out of all of the dirtiest circumstances and he can talk and he can sit across from you, make you smile, make you cry, make you laugh, all you can talk about is my dirty roads, my dirty stems, and how I'm leaning crooked to the side. You can't even see that I came up out of that shit. And that's exactly the analogy that it is for me. You know what I mean? When somebody breaks into your house and you know he's in the house, you wouldn't go in your real voice, "Excuse me, are you breaking in my house?" You would go, "Hey, what you doing in my house?" It's the same thing that I do. You know what I mean? If you're out in the wilderness and I'm just one sheep by myself, I wouldn't go, I want to say my next song, it's called, I would go, you know, "Woo, fuck the world." You know what I mean? And that's worked. You know what I mean? And not that it's like a total facade. It's me, but it's just blown up. Being like, why not? They ain't gonna listen.
They have to listen to somebody.
I didn't listen. I didn't listen till I came here. Bad people was telling me, watch out, look out, signs up ahead. I said, yeah, I got this. You know what I mean? I hope they listen.
Don't underestimate the use of American.
Oh no, I got mad props in them. I was one of them, but I'm just telling you what's real. You know what I mean? A hard head make a soft behind. It took 5 bullets for me to stop and see what was really going on. No, I didn't. Immediately, I was like, God, man, I know how it's gonna be when I die. It's gonna be no noise. You're gonna hear people screaming. I'm gonna fade out.